Hi, I am Ahmed Rida Sekkat from the LITIS lab of Normandy University, University of Rouen, and I will present you our work, the SynWoodScape dataset. Surround view cameras are a primary sensor for automated driving used for near-field perception. It provides a 360-degree view of the area surrounding the vehicle, and it is one of the most commonly used sensors in commercial vehicles, primarily for parking visualization and automated parking. To be able to construct such systems, omnidirectional or fisheye cameras are mainly used. As you may know, datasets containing omnidirectional images with ground truth for computer vision tasks are very scarce. We can cite OmniScape, which is a synthetic dataset of omnidirectional images with ground truth for semantic segmentation, depth, and dynamic parameters of the ego vehicle captured using a motorcycle. And SynWoodScape, which is a dataset containing real fisheye images captured using 4 cameras mounted on a car to achieve a surround view system with ground truth for semantic segmentation, instance segmentation, detection, and much more. In this work, we release a synthetic version of the surround view SynWoodScape dataset using the framework and the simulator used in OmniScape dataset. To generate the fisheye images, we use the same calibration parameters of the cameras used to record the SynWoodScape dataset. We name our new dataset SynWoodScape. The main motivations behind is to cover the weaknesses of SynWoodScape and to extend it. Firstly, it is not possible to obtain exact ground truth for pixel-wise optical flow and depth using real data. Secondly, SynWoodScape did not have all 4 cameras annotated simultaneously in order to sample diverse frames. To create the fisheye images, we use the following framework that generates mapping lookup tables to map pixel values from a cube map representation to a fisheye image. First, we use the calibration parameters and the calibration model used to calibrate the real SynWoodScape cameras in order to compute the 3D vectors associated to each pixel in the fisheye image, here represented by a unit sphere. Then, using ray tracing, we compute the intersections of these vectors with the 3D cube map representation. These intersections locate the coordinates of the corresponding pixels in the cube map representation in order to retrieve the associated pixels values. Using this process, we are able to construct lookup tables that convert cube map images into fisheye ones using the exact calibration parameters of the real cameras used to record the SynWoodScape dataset. To generate the SynWoodScape dataset, we choose to use Carla simulator, which offers multiple ground truth data that gave us the possibility to combine them and compute new ones as shown in the diagram. So all data in gray boxes are directly extracted from Carla, and the colored ones are computed by us. For example, we use depth maps to compute 3D point clouds that allows us using 3D bounding boxes to generate instant segmentation. Knowing all 3D transform of dynamic object across 2 successive frames, we could compute motion segmentation, which is an annotation of object that underwent a movement in the word reference given a threshold. We also computed the scene flow, which represents the movement of the 3D point cloud between 2 frames, and then we projected to the image plane to obtain the optical flow. In this manner, we are able to provide a very precise flow information at sub-pixel level. Additionally, we provide fisheye event camera signals that is computed using the generated lookup tables. Bird's eye view images were as well captured with all the proposed ground truths, as we can see in the figure, that represents an overview of the generated ground truth. Additional data such as 2D, 3D bounding boxes, LiDAR, semantic LiDAR, radar, GNSS, and AMU data are also provided. Here we have some baseline experiments that were conducted using the SynWoodScape and the SynWoodScape images on depth estimation, semantic segmentation, motion segmentation, and object detection tasks. The obtained results demonstrate the importance of domain adaptation to be able to use jointly real and synthetic data since the results obtained when training on synthetic data and testing on real data were encouraging, but less than when training and testing on real data. It is well known that deep learning methods are data-oriented. Therefore, annotating large datasets usually provides better performance, but this is a time and effort expensive operation. The results show that the used benchmark model shows difficulties in making use of the new data and therefore motivates the need for domain adaptation. Our experiments show the benefit of the proposed dataset in terms of performance with cost, where cost-free synthetic data can be used for the perception of real scenarios. Since our dataset is using the configuration and calibration parameters of WoodScape, the couple SynWoodScape is of great interest in the development of models dedicated to fisheye images, as well as transfer learning between real and synthetic data or image-to-image translation algorithms. More details about the experiments, the generation process, and the dataset itself can be found in the paper. A first release with 500 samples is published and accessible using this link or using the link in the paper. With that, I would be happy to answer any question you do have in some digital form.